Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Orphanlast, and today I'm going to be changing my online identity on YouTube from being about gaming, basically my gaming footage with my commentary layered on top of it, to being about animation. Because I've always wanted to be an animator, I've always wanted to learn how to animate, and nowadays I have absolutely no excuse. And if you're interested in learning how to animate, this is a good program. This is a good channel to be on in order to learn how to do it with a program that's 100% free. However, I do recommend that you buy some sort of tablet. I'm not talking about a tablet like an iPad or an Android tablet or anything like that. What I'm talking about is something made by Wacom or something along those lines, or a Cintiq, if you can afford it. So in that respect, it's not 100% free. To get into animation, but like typically you still need to buy a drawing pad and pencils and erasers and physical materials with paper and pencil or paint and such like that tends to get pretty expensive pretty quickly. So with digital art, yes, the initial investment tends to be pretty expensive, but over a longer duration of time, you're going to be spending less money on digital equipment than you would on traditional art equipment. Now, the program that I'm talking about that's free, that helps you animate, is called Opentoonz. And as you can see, I just Googled download Opentoonz, and we can see that it says opentoonz.github. Let's go there and take a look at it, okay? And basically, this is the website. And you can go ahead and read all this, or you could just go ahead and scroll all the way down and click this and you'll download Opentoonz. And there, like as you can see, OS X, it's available for Mac and it's available for Windows and all that good stuff. I've already got it installed, and if you can't operate an installer, I don't think you should own a computer. So just go through the installer, no problem. It'll be pretty good. Now, the current version of this software that I'm using right now is 1.1.2. So during the time that I'm recording it, that's the newest version, and from my experience, this is the most stable version. I've only had this computer had the program crash on me twice within a week. And which isn't even really a big problem, because once you get the game once you get this thing onto your computer, you can go into preferences and save automatically. You check that interval minutes, and you have it set to 5. Occasionally it has this little loading bar that appears for a fraction of a second and kind of stops what you're doing for that little duration of time in order to save. But trust me, that little tiny irritation is very minute in comparison to the huge annoyance of losing 30-40 minutes of animating, possibly even hours of animating. So this is actually my project right here, and before I go about and showcasing that yes, I can animate, I kind of want to talk about Opentoonz, and I also want to describe a few things. So basically, Opentoonz has been used for things like cartoons like Futurama. It's been used for Balto, which was a cartoon that was actually in theaters. Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away. It's been used by a lot of professionals. So this is a full-featured get up here. This isn't just some stupid open source. It's not just some open source thing. Like Pencil is what the open source community had to use for the longest time, and this is it basically. And yeah, you can animate with this. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but yeah, you could definitely animate with this, but it's not like you're going to be able to come out with the most professional sort of production at all. So Anyways, yeah, I'm just drawing this guy. Oops, let's fix that a little bit. So as you can see, it's just a sketch, but yeah. So I can draw. You can see that. This is my very first animation right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and showcase it to you. Basically, okay. Oh, let me address the elephant in the room. You can see Bandicam up here. Bandicam appears to be the only recording software, screen recording software that seems to work on my computer for some stupid reason. I mean, I just think it should work immediately, out of the box, immediately after you download it, and that's exactly what Bandicam is doing. And I will be spending the money to buy it pretty soon here, but as it stands, it's close to Christmas, and I can only afford so much. So this guy right here, this white guy, busts out of the window, and booyah. And then the camera will zoom out. This is an unfinished piece, by the way. Otherwise, he would look a hell of a lot better. Like, I would not consider this finished work. Basically, the camera will zoom out to about this distance. Now, this police officer will eventually disappear, but we'll just continue. So basically, they're going to carry on a conversation, but I haven't animated anything in the conversation because I don't see a point to doing that right now. I just want to get the action out of the way and then animate their body language in a brief conversation. But anyway, so he goes ahead and jumps down, and he'll grab the police officer. Let me go back a little bit here. So he'll jump down, grab the police officer, fling him, and throw him out into the street where he's probably going to get hit by a car. There's going to be another police officer right here, and in this process, from here to here, he's going to be pulling a shotgun out of his hand. And then he's going to jump, do a flip, land, shoot this police officer, and then he's going to eventually get over here and shoot this officer. Now, as you can see, there's like these little jump cuts here. Now, these are called keyframes, okay? They're basically the most important moments, the actions that have the most impact that you animate first, and then you animate in between from this motion, from this position to this position. If you just animate just frame by frame by frame by frame by frame and eventually wind up here, your character is going to change in size, and there's going to be a lot of problems. But let me go ahead and showcase something else. I have about 2 minutes to go ahead and do that. I'm going to activate this column. Okay, so the blue and the red represents his head, the blue represents his foot. And if you look carefully, his head follows those arcs through the whole process. And it's not that Opentoonz does that automatically. I had to draw those arcs, and the arcs tend to change quite a bit as I'm in the process of animating, but it's part of the sketching process. And as you can see, these purple guys, they are just placeholders. I call them dummies, as you can see right here. So yeah, so he grabs the police officer, flings around, kicks him up, and then he gets on this guy. And so now it's starting to make sense how he gets the shotgun, I hope. Anyways, that pretty much concludes it for today. I'm going to supply you guys with some real tutorials, and I'm going to start with the utmost basics and try to work my way up. So thank you for your time.